Alrighty, I found this gem on the X. White people are an inferior species to us. White people are just below human beings. You are negotiating with an animal, a wild dog. Well, I'll pop in the video and take it from there.
The problem that South Africans have right now is that we don't understand white people. White people are inferior species to us.
Inferior, he says. And yet, didn't white people create South Africa as a country?
We are Homo sapiens. They've got Neanderthal blood in them. This is the science, and this is not science that was done by black people, it was done by them.
So wait, this guy's saying that we're not the same species? Huh. I'm not exactly sure how to feel about that. Anyway, he talks about how white people are inferior. Who invented electricity? White people. Who invented the automobile? White people. Who invented flight? White people. Who invented the computer? White people. Who invented the internet? White people. Literally, all of the equipment being used to record his little racist rant was created by white people. Or I should say invented by white people.
You understand? About Clive W. Lewis, they were eugenicists. They studied this and they realized that they're inferior to blacks. The white population is shrinking and shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. For us, it makes no sense to descend into the savagery that they have. Whatever land that they're holding on to, either way, their numbers are dwindling. Whatever leadership that they had is dying out as well. And you know about wealth disappearing after the third generation.
So when this guy says white people are dying out, yeah, that's brainwashing. Because corporate doesn't like white people because white people are harder to control. Second, he talks about weak politicians. Small problem there. Isn't South Africa's government black? Like, didn't the South African president literally just meet with Trump, a couple months ago? And third, other white countries, their leadership isn't weak, they're just CPTs. Corporate puppets. Corporations, again, they don't like white people, so they're trying to minimize the white population by bringing in immigrants to replace them. And when he talks about third generation wealth collapse, he's not wrong there, but that's not a racial thing. Every race is guilty of that.
That is passed down to, So they're on the last generation. We're dealing with the weakest whites that the world has ever seen.
So two things when he says this generation of white people is the weakest ever. One, yeah, he's right. Two, the only reason why they're weak is because of their generosity towards people like him. So people like him have mistaken generosity for weakness, and now they're taking advantage of it. And as a result, white people are starting to tribalize.
So we expect to have Ubuntu, humanity. Unfortunately, by the strictest definition of what a human being is, white people are just below human beings. You are negotiating with an animal, a wild dog.
Interesting. White people aren't human beings, just below, and are wild dogs. And yet these wild dogs invented electricity, the automobile, flight, the internet, the computer, the camera. Interesting. Okay. Also, what he's doing there is demonization and dehumanization. What does that do? Makes it easier for people to yeet people because they're subhuman. If a white person said that on a podcast, they'd be called a race or...
That you're trying to train to be tamed, to be upo, you who guards your house. You can never do that. So we're expecting Ubuntu from them. We're like, you stole our land, you butchered our people and everything else, and we just want justice. We're not out for your blood. We're not chopping off your heads. We're not doing anything. Why don't you guys understand that? Why don't you guys have Ubuntu? Why don't you guys have a heart? They don't, because they're incapable of that. You cannot expect the same behavior of a human being that you're expecting of a dog.
You know the sad thing about this guy calling white people non-human, animals and wild dogs and such? It's because of people like that. I have the opinions I have today. And one such opinion goes like this. I think Europe should be for the Europeans, the native white Europeans. And that everyone else who's not white European should be kicked out. And as for South Africa, I think the white South Africans should leave, in particular the farmers, because what happens when you have no farmers? You have no farms. Well, anyway, that's it for my thoughts on this article. Take care out there in clown world.